Hey guys, Carlz0r here, and today we're going to be playing Volgarr the Viking. This is a game that you can go ahead and buy right now through the game's website, through the Humble Store, which gets you a DRM free copy and a Steam key, or you can wait until tomorrow when it comes out on Steam and buy it from there. But you get a little bit of a discount if you buy it through the Humble Store app, and you get DRM free and Steam copy, so it's like getting 2 copies of the game, so I recommend getting it from there. I'm going to put a link to both places down in the description so you guys can check this out if you're interested in playing it. So what is this game? This is kind of an action platformer. You play as a barbarian guy who can throw spears, swing swords, and do all kinds of crazy cool stuff like spinning in the air and rolling across the ground. And it's generally all pretty cool. It is very hard though. This game goes long distances without giving you checkpoints. If you die, you usually have to start back from the beginning of whatever stage you're currently on. And, what else can I go ahead and say about this? Let's look at the options really quick, just so I can show you what's in here. You can rebind all the controls, even advanced controls, and I did have to change one thing in here. I'm using the Xbox 360 controller, by the way, but I hear that the keyboard works just fine. There's only a couple of buttons involved in this game. You really don't need a controller if you don't have one, so don't worry about that. But I am using my Xbox 360 controller. And I changed on this screen the up and attack to B button, and you'll see why that's actually even a bindable option, up and attack. In just a minute I'll explain it. Anyway, we're going to hit done here and done here. Show you that you can change a few things about the graphics options. One thing that slightly bothered me is that you cannot change the resolution if you're in full screen mode, but Fraps won't recognize the game if it's in a window, so I'm actually having to record at 1680 by 1050 when I normally record in 720 because that's the resolution of the videos that I upload to YouTube. But that's not a deal breaker, it's just slightly annoying for my recording purposes. But it shouldn't affect anybody really that much, it's just playing the game for fun, which I will be doing once I'm done making this video. Oh, I messed that up slightly. Anyway, yeah, you can change the sound effects volume and music volume independently in here, which is always a nice thing. I have them set down really low because otherwise this game, or any game for that matter, the way I do my recording, it would be so loud that the game audio wouldn't sound good and you wouldn't be able to hear me at all if you're wondering why those are so low. They have to be. Anyway, there's a couple other settings in here. Speedrun HUD, I don't really know necessarily what that's for. And fast game launch with in-game loading screen. Just options to change a little bit about how the game works for your convenience. I like that the developers did that for whoever wants those options. Reset game will reset you to the title screen no matter where you are, and you'll lose all your progress, but it's a good way to start back at the beginning fresh for a new run. And of course, Restart World will do the same thing, except instead of restarting you at the beginning of the game, it will restart you at the beginning of the world. This world doesn't have the Restart World option because it's just the tutorial world / title screen, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's go ahead and play this game a little bit. What you have here is treasure chests. When you open them up, you get new pieces of equipment. In this case, it is the Thor hammer shield, which allows me to throw, instead of just regular spears, I can now hold the spear throwing button and let go for an even more powerful spear that will plow through multiple enemies and look really cool. Anyway, the way you would normally throw spears is you would hold up like this and then press attack. And that is why I changed that one keyboard / controller binding that I mentioned when I was explaining the control screen. I changed it so that up and attack is just the B button, so I can hold the B button or I can tap the B button and it'll throw a spear instead of me having to do this weird thing where you hold up and press attack. This game has kind of a Super Ghouls and Ghosts sort of feel, also Ghosts and Goblins, I guess. It's been longer since I played that one, so I don't really remember it as well, but the reason I say that is because the enemies kind of come up in the same sort of ways in some ways, and equipment is handled much the same. If I got hit right now, I would lose my shield. Whether it was the normal shield that I started with, or the shield that lets me throw the more powerful spears, this one with the Thor hammer on it, I would lose it. One more hit, and I would be dead after that. There are more pieces of equipment you can pick up, one of which you will see in just a moment as long as I don't screw up too badly. and another one of which I will hopefully manage to get sometime during this video. The only reason to stand here and kill these enemies is for more treasure. The game always spawns enemies the same way, so I think that these ones that are climbing up the cliffs will eventually stop, or if they don't, then they are just meant to be like cannon fodder enemies, and they don't actually do anything. But anyway, this is kind of a secret little spot that you can find by down thrusting. That's another cool ability that you have, is you hold down when you are falling down, and you will do a downward stab. I'm going to open up this chest and get the helmet, which will mean that if I get hit, I'll lose my helmet instead of my Thor shield, which is pretty cool. Pretty useful. You want to be very careful about how you choose to engage enemies in this game. If you jumped right across this thing and the snake thingy was right there, he would hit you, and you'd probably go falling back into those spikes and die. But since I was careful, you don't want to be reachable by that snake thingy on the... let's see. There we go. You don't want to be reachable by that snake thingy when you're on the rope, because that would be very bad news. Those things, those plants, they'll spit thingies. You'll probably see it happen eventually. They spit thingies, kind of like in Super Mario Bros. 3. Nope, need to stand back a little bit, and I don't need to charge it up. I need to get out of that habit. And I don't really need another spear there. I don't know why I'm bothering with that. I don't remember... Okay, these things jump. That's cool. Take care of it. Double jump. And... very carefully... see, I got hit there because of a way the game is designed. It's kind of like in Castlevania, where you have to commit to the angle of the jump when you jump. Can I just make this with a double jump? I can't remember. Yes, okay. Come on, B. There we go. And so you have to make certain jumps very, very carefully. If you do them wrong, then you'll overshoot or undershoot, and you can't really change the arc of your jump once you're in midair. You're committed to it. And that can really... no. I got hit again. Those red guys take 3 hits to kill instead of just 1 or 2 like the blue ones. This chest will give me back my shield. If I had been doing better at the game, then I would have the flaming sword by now, which would be the last piece of equipment that I know of. Actually, no, I've heard of another one. Oh, I thought I'd be safe standing right there. Let's collect this chalice. There are several stages in this game. Several different worlds made up of several different stages each. I've only seen the first 2 stages of the game. I haven't seen... oh, no. I haven't seen any of the other worlds, I guess. I don't remember how it's broken down exactly, but yeah, if you die, you start all the way back at the beginning of the screen that you're currently on. Infrequent checkpoints. It is meant to be a very punishing game. You can get to be about as good as I am right now pretty easily, pretty quickly, in about 5 or 10 minutes or so, because that's about all of the game that I've played before starting to record this video. It was about 5 or 10 minutes just to get a handle on the controls and set up my options the way I wanted them and everything. But, yeah. Ooh. Oh, another thing worth mentioning. If you have the shield and you do nothing, you will block attacks. Now, if it's an enemy that attacks low, then you will want to duck, because it won't block a low attack unless you're ducking. Makes sense. Get that guy off. Get my helmet. Now, maybe if I can be really, really careful, I can go get the flame sword, so we can see that. Let's be really, really careful and really, really focused. We don't want to... Okay, you can get him without having to do anything fancy. Go ahead and get that guy with 2 charged up spears. Oh, you know what? Maybe the helmet makes the charged up spears even more explosive or something? I don't know. I can't tell. Be really careful of that guy. Okay. Let's try not to screw up this jump. Okay. Yeah, and the double jump also serves as a spinning mid-air attack, by the way, so you can... Oh, I'm nervous. You can attack stuff in mid-air by doing a double jump at it. I'm thinking you can throw spears when you're on slopes. No, you can't. Okay, we're finally going to get the... Oh, I forgot about the spider guy. We're finally going to get the flame sword. Oh, yeah. Now, does that change the way my spears work at all? No, it doesn't seem to. But it makes my attacks more powerful, and that's all that I care about. Now, I don't know how to get past this guy without getting hurt. It looks like I can stand right here and maybe... Oh, no! I guess you have to run by really fast and get to this safe spot over here on the right, which I didn't get back to in time, and now I've also lost my shield, and now it's one more hit until I'm dead. That's the way this game treats you sometimes. I'd like to see if I could at least get to the second screen before I end this video. Oops, I attacked my spear and fell right through. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short for right now because YouTube seems to be having problems processing long videos like my last one right now. But I will probably make another video about this game pretty soon. Maybe after I get a little bit more practice in and I can more reliably beat this first level without getting my butt handed to me. This has been the Carlz0r. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. In the meantime, go buy Volgarr. This is a cool game, unless you hate hard games, in which case, yeah, I was being careless there. That wasn't me really playing. You saw how good I could handle this area. Anyway, I need to stop babbling, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.